Hello friends! It is another night and another craft. So I'm doing a sunflower creation today, and this one's a bit different. So it's gonna be like a sign, it could be a shelf sitter, it could be either one. First thing I'm gonna do is, this is a canvas piece. This is from Dollar Tree, but the frame is wood. So I'm gonna take out all these staples. I will save the canvas for something else because I only want to use the wood right now. I mean, I could technically use the canvas for what I'm gonna do with this. Now that I think about it, I think I could do this to another one, because what I'm doing, I'm gonna do a sunflower creation, and it kind of, I'm going to use burlap instead, and it kind of goes with it. So see, the frame is wood, and so this, again, this is the canvas. We'll keep this for something else, figure something else out to do with that. But in the meantime, so what I want to do though is give this a backing so that I have something to attach my burlap to. So this is going to be another, like a pocket creation. So these sticks, these are popsicle sticks, they actually fit pretty perfectly on here so that I don't have to do any cutting. I should probably turn on my glue gun, right? So I'm going to lay them all out first and make sure that the spacing is right. These are just the, like, they look like tongue suppressors that you would see at a doctor's office. They're just large popsicle sticks. And you can get these at, I don't know if the Dollar Tree does these ones that are on the bigger side, but I know you can get them at Walmart. Alright, I'm just double checking so that I know that these all fit properly. That looks good. So these are going to get E6000 and hot glued down. And then the whole thing is going to get stained. I think I'm going to replace that one because it's the only, like, one of them that's a different color. We'll put in this one. There we go. Alright. Alright, so I got my mask here, and we are going to go ahead and do some E6000 and hot glue to get all of these pinned down. I gotta put this mask on real quick. It's like really tight. I use a mask because the E6000 stinks really bad and it is toxic. So I don't want to breathe that in. Actually, I should turn my fan on. That also helps. I usually have a fan on, so like you'll hear noise in the background. That's usually it. Okay, so let's get this first one installed properly so that the rest fall in line. So this one can go across and then on the ends. That. I'm just gonna make sure we got that straight. Yeah, that looks alright now that I just put everything everywhere. So I think what I'm gonna do is actually just kind of do this. Just gonna go straight down the sides with the E6000 because I know I'm gonna need it. And then I'll just put the hot glue on the sticks, on the ends of the sticks. That way I can just be done with that part. So we're just gonna put the hot glue on the ends here. And if you don't know, the hot glue is the temporary hold while the E6000 dries, and the E6000 is the permanent hold. Alright, so they're all on. So what I want to do though is, you can see they're kind of wavy. It's not a horrible thing, but I would like to reinforce this back because you can see they're a little, you know, they go in a little. So I want to reinforce it, and if I can do that with the E6000 and some hot glue, and just use these popsicle sticks the same way, just kind of do it like that to hold them all pretty secure. So that's what I'm going to do here. Just going to go in with the same stuff, and I'm just going to put a bead all the way down, and hot glue, and same thing. And this is just going to go, try to get every one of these touching. So if I turn it over, I can push it down and then make sure they're all kind of in there. Alright, same thing. Turn it over, push it down. You can already feel the difference that it's holding it better. Oh yeah, that's much more secure. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some staining done. So now, basically, it's become a frame, which is cool. All right, I'll go in here and get all of this stain. We're gonna do the whole thing. You can go in and use like the baby wipe that I usually do, but to get in these edges and corners, you really do need a paintbrush. It's kind of a pain otherwise. So because these, you know, popsicle sticks are wood, they stain really nicely. I'm gonna come in with the baby wipe and see if I can get this done a little quicker. The edges are a little bit more rough, so, and that's okay. You don't need to get, I'm not gonna bother trying to get all of it covered, like in the little nooks and crannies and stuff, because I just think it gives it more character if it's not. It just looks more aged and distressed, which is what I like. Alright, I think that looks pretty good. Alright, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be making like a pocket for this, and it's going to be out of burlap. I have this burlap that I want to use, and so I'm just going to make a pocket and attach it to like the inside of this. So I'm just going to cut out a piece, and then I'll fit it and see how well it looks. I'm going to take off my mask here. So let's see here. So what I wanted to do was actually, I have these stamps, and I was going to see if I could stamp on top of this burlap. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but I wanted to try it and see. So I'm going to get out my ink. So I have that stamp, and I have something that says sunflower. So I'm wondering if I should spray this, because I do want to distress it. That's way too new looking for me. So let me distress it first. I don't know, should I distress it first or stamp it first? Probably stamp it first, and then that'll get distressed as well. So it's a picture of a sunflower. That's what I have, and I have the word sunflower that I'd like to put on here in maybe different areas. I'm not sure, but I need my block, as you can see where you're stamping stuff. So this can just go on here any old way, and then I'm going to stamp it on here and then put it on there, and I'm hoping it shows. I don't know if it's going to, but I'm really hoping it does. So I got to do it like this, and fingers crossed that it works. Just going to kind of try to do it right in the middle. But again, this is burlap. I don't know if this is going to show up or not. I mean, it shows up, but you can't really tell that that's a flower. I don't know if the word sunflower would make you know it's a flower. I mean, you can't really, I mean, I can tell because it's close up, but really that's the picture of it. It's not all that defined. So I'm not surprised that it's not like showing up. And I don't think this word is going to show up because it's very small, it's script, and again, it's on burlap. So I don't think that's, I mean, well, yeah, you can kind of see it. You got to kind of know though. So what I want to do is actually I'm going to take this and put it over like my trash, and I'm going to spray it and see if I can get a nice, I don't know, distress on it that's not crazy. Alright, that's a pretty good distress. Look at my hand. It's the only reason I don't like this stuff. It's just all over. That's why I do it in a trash bag, like, because the overspray just is crazy. Okay, good enough. So I did that, and then I also did this other side, so when I put it over, it's also distressed. Just gonna dab this. Alright, so let's go ahead and put this in here. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and just glue it and let the raw edges be raw edges. Alright, so let's just glue it down. I'm just kind of willy-nillying this. I want it to be very rustic. I don't want it to be planned out and perfect. I just want it to be. If that makes sense. I'm going to just go up the sides a little bit. So this has to come over more. Just going to push that down. The pocket for this does not need to be huge because I'm just going to put a few flowers in it. I think what I'm going to do though is go ahead and put this down. And I'm just going to put a light coat here and bring it down. Alright, so now I'm coming up the sides. I'm actually going to go up the side of the actual burlap, just so I know exactly where I'm putting this. And then I can maneuver it where I need to. Okay, that's cute, right? I think it's cute. So let's go ahead and cut some of these flowers. These are the bigger flowers. I did look for smaller ones that were sunflowers. I did not find any, so we're going with these. I'm using these, and I'm using some different kinds of baby's breath. So I can probably get probably do 3 of these. I'm going to spray them to distress them. I did that in the last one. I mean, just do 1 flower, right? 1 flower just sitting there all by its lonesome self. But, alright, we got 2. Yeah, I'm just kind of twisting, like bending the head so the head's kind of facing forward. Not fully, but just a little bit. There's 3 of them. I don't know. We're going to see if I like that or not. Not sold on it yet. I'm going to grab some of this other baby's breath. Which also, well, this one actually I already distressed a little bit. I must have been using it for like a different project. So this can go in here with it. That's pretty, right? Let's see. We don't need to have this like perfect to one side. So maybe I should do a tag on here instead, since this did not show up so well. I kind of like that it's got something there that you can see. So let's grab these. And let's see, we're going to put these up here. I think I might just add like a little kind of twine bow thingy, maybe a button, I don't know, something there. I just think it's a little too plain for being this kind of rustic. So I don't know, I have this. I save all these little things that I take off other projects because a lot of times they're the right size and I just like to reuse them. I mean, something like that would be really cute. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and distress this, and I could maybe use this as a ribbon. It's kind of wide for this small project. I mean, even if I went in here like this, just to add something, I don't know, I kind of think that that's too much. I'm just gonna make a quick bow, and I'm just going for a regular bow here. I mean, that's not terrible, to be honest with you. I am not mad at that. I think that's kind of cute. I mean, should I put it up here? I'm going to cut this tail, obviously, but with a tag. Or should I put it here with a tag? I don't know, I'm thinking here with a tag. Here, we can put that there, and then put the tag that says sunflowers on it. I don't know, let me do this tag real quick. I really like that. I think that's really cute. I even surprised myself. I thought that was gonna be too big, but see, it just goes to show you, just try, because you never know. All right, I'm gonna do that one. I have to cut it, but I have to do the word sunflower again. Get my block. Just dropping stuff everywhere. Alright, so it's really just, I just throw it on here because I can see it, so I know where it's straight and not. Alright, so we're going to go in with black. Just get it on there. And there we go. Look at that. That's beautiful. I really like these ink pads. They're nice. They're small, but they work pretty well. So now I'm going to go in and cut this with my scissors here, and then we're going to distress it. I'm not going to make it too small. I do want it to stay fairly big. So we're gonna leave it pretty big. I think that's good. I'm making sure that's not. Alright, so let's distress. Bend it, twist it, squish it, pop it. You know, the poppers. Come on. There's people old enough to know what those are, right? Again, the smaller ones are a little bit more difficult to kind of do without like literally tearing them in half, which you don't want to do. At least I don't want to do. So we're gonna, I think that'll work. So I'm gonna go in, and I'm actually gonna go in with my brown first. And yes, this thing has seen better days. See if I can get some on the middle part here. And there's a little bit. I'm just trying to give it a little bit more definition without blocking it off. And we'll go in with this one. And this one is good for all these edges. You really can darken up the edges with the black. Like that. And then I like to use it to go over the wrinkles. There. Beautiful. I love it. Okay, so now I've got that done. So now I need to distress the rest of this and then just attach everything in here. Question is, do I take the chance? I'm doing this over my trash. You guys don't really see it, but I'm just gonna like as lightly mist as I can. I feel like that's not like enough, you know what I mean? Like it's giving me in spots, but it's not darkening the whole thing. So look at the difference. See what? Can you see the difference here? I just used, this has the antique wax on it, just what was left over. Do you see the difference? That's what I'm looking for. So I'm just using what I already have on here. I'm fine with the spots on here. That's not a problem. But I want more. I just think it's not enough. It's not dark enough. Still looks too new in areas. Alright, well, it's all trial and error, guys. This is my first time really working with this spray. It's not my favorite thing to deal with because, again, I like to have control over what I'm doing. And when you spray that stuff, you better hope it goes where you want it. Because that's it. Once it's on, it's on. Alright, so that's the bow. I like that. That looks good. Might have to, like, these ends are too perfect, so I'm going to fray them a little bit. There we go. I know, most people are not trying to fray their bows. But I am. Alright, so that's that. So now, I've done this before where I have sprayed these flowers with this, and it worked out pretty well. So I'm just going to do that again. I'm going to do it over the trash, because, I mean, I can do it a little bit here. It just, I'm trying not to go crazy splotchy with it, and it does spread a little, so you don't need like a ton. You see it? Alright. I'm glad I was able to do it this way so you guys could see. I think that's probably good. I'm gonna go underneath here because you can see that. What do you think? It's fine, right? Okay, so this is gonna go here. I'm just gonna glue it, and I think I'm gonna stick the tag that says sunflower there. So I'm gonna do this first. I'm just gonna tack it right where it is. And I put this on fast. Let me see if it's in the right spot. Yeah, I think that's okay right there. And then the bow is gonna go right above it. Alright, what do we think, guys? What do we think? Do we like it? Just like that. Alright, so I'm gonna put some twine here. I'm gonna go ahead and just, I will use my stapler. I just think that it needs to have a hanger. Alright, so we're at the end here. This is wired twine, basically, wired rope. This stuff came from Dollar Tree, I believe, or Walmart. I can't remember which one I bought it at, but it's one of them. And so what I'm doing is actually just gluing these ends because it likes to unravel from the wire. So what I'm gonna do is staple this to here. So I want to get it on this wood part because I know it's thick enough for the staples. I'm going to put it on this side and the other side and then kind of bend it up to hold it in place. Normally, if this was ribbon or twine by itself, that kind of thing, I would tie it in a knot and do it. But this is a wire, so I can't really do that. Now I can just kind of twist it around itself and push it back down. I just like to wind it around the staples so that it doesn't come out. Alright, and there you have it. This is wired, so you can kind of put it whatever way you need to. It's just a cute little picture frame thing. It's very distressed, very me, and I hope you guys like it. Oh, I kind of like that little bow right there. It's like a little surprise. Let's put it there. I already made it, so I may as well, right? Just a teeny tiny dot. Alright, so go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already, and definitely like and share my YouTube channel and Facebook and Instagram and all the things. You guys know the drill. I say this at the end of every video. And don't forget to click that bell though, because that's notifications for any time that I post. So okay, this will be up on my Etsy shop by the time you see this. Actually, this will be up there tonight. You won't see this till tomorrow, but you guys have an amazing night, and I'll see you again in the next video. Bye-bye.